somebody always lying. In the end, somebody run their mouth, somebody always die. My dog used to believe in me like Brody, keep it going. I'ma hustle till I can't no more. I'm ballin', check the score. If you got me, I got you, no problem with it. I'm a dog in my city, just ask a witness. Pray the Lord I don't die before I finish. No excuses, I run it up for my niggas. Say word. Money hungry, I don't care what you say. I had to hustle, run it up so I can eat day to day. Tryna eat off my plate, I think not. How you keeping the time with a fake watch? Trapping, that's my knowledge, no lacking, it's time to get it. 10 toes I'm on my pivot, these niggas be trying to get you. Been the one since I was little, pops even thought I was tripping. Shout out to BMG, we the ones who fucking with us. Money dance all on our bitches, they calling me Cousin Skeeter. Only calling bitches up when I'm trying to find me an eater. I pop up at the function wherever we trying to handle that. Secure the bag and make it back, these bitches, we ain't chasing that. I'm trying to make it to the big leagues like playing sports. Kobe in his last game, I'm balling out with 60 points. Thugging is a habit, they say trapping is my passion. Not even close to average, all these niggas get the capping. If you got me, I got you, no problem with it. I'm a dog in my city, just ask a witness. Pray the Lord I don't die before I finish. No excuses, I run it up for my niggas. Say word. If you got me, I got you, no problem with it. I'm a dog in my city, just ask a witness. Pray the Lord I don't die before I finish. No excuses, I run it up for my niggas. Say word.
Yo,
what's good? What's good? What's good?
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back, Mace. Yeah.
Shit. How you feeling, brother?
Very nostalgic for the 25, yo. Very nostalgic, yo. This show get ready to be on some transparency, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to do it, you know. Shit. So before we get into anything, go ahead and you know what I'm saying, explain to everybody, you know what I'm saying, why you been gone, nigga.
Well, one reason I had a situation, an injury situation, so you know, I had to heal properly.
Yeah. You had to sit home, eat the spinach and shit, you know what I'm saying? Get it all
up, you know what I'm saying?
Get
Come back stronger than ever. Yeah. Straight up. We back though. You know what I'm saying? Been gone for a little minute, but we here.
Hell yeah. Yo, the last show we did, that shit was like, that shit was crazy. I ain't even gonna front. We got a lot of information, you know what I'm saying, we had put out in there and shit, you know what I mean? So it did what it did. Look, we got more subscribers now, you know what I'm saying? So
yes, sir.
We, you know what I mean, we try and get to that 1,000 now, you know what I mean?
So
we will see that, you know what I mean? So thank you to all the new subscribers out here, for real.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, for real. You were an official villain and shit, you know what I'm saying? So some things are coming, you know what I mean? So yeah, welcome to the, you know, the place where the villains be at, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And then if you know somebody that knows somebody that's also want to be part of the evil ways and show their true vengeance on the world we call Earth.
Pure ability.
Come on down.
Pure ability, you know what I'm saying?
You know?
Pure ability. Shit, and matter of fact, go ahead on Etsy.com, you know, the shop Villain Bag Life. Get your merch, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do that, you know what I mean? All the way down to the keychains and stickers. Got fucking card joints, all that shit. Go ahead and check that shit out. But
man, and you see at the bottom, bornkingmusic.com. We said in every video, be sure, along with checking out some merch that you want to put in your cart, you know what I'm saying? For your personal reasons. that you also take a trip to that man website and show some love, man. And then of course, you know, YouTube BMG Mo right here. Catch me on YouTube. So we got a couple channel coming, so I'll put that in there eventually. But yeah, we working.
Make sure y'all follow my mans, yo, because we starting legacy and shit. We doing dynasty shit over here. So,
and I got something for y'all. Stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get too much into it, but just know it's coming.
Facts, yo.
The world up.
Facts, yo. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into this show because it's about basically what we've been dealing with, what we've been going through as independent artists. And I think that that's like a what makes this channel stick out is that we're artists still doing stuff and we active, put it like that. So the things that we go through, the steps, is almost like y'all growing with us, to be totally honest with you, especially New Year. You know, so I'm gonna give you some footprints, the carbon footprints, you know what I'm saying, that we leave in. And yeah. So without further ado, I want to get into knowledge, like being transparent to the point where your information actually puts somebody in the right direction. And you know, you got a lot of people that will say that you can hop on YouTube and you can get these many subscribers and you can get monetized within this time and things of that nature, which some of it is true, but there's other steps that you have to deal with in order to get it. Consistency is most definitely one of those things, but I would have to say that it depends on your type of content, what type of page your content, you know what I'm saying, promotes. You feel me? So yeah, that part. Like a lot of people don't understand the interworkings of the channel itself. When you pop the hood on this channel, you know, you have to program it to say what type of channel you are. So that way, when the algorithm starts putting your stuff out, it's going to put it to people that are searching for your type of channel, right? So look into that. How do you do that part? So like I always tell y'all, I'm going to give you some information, but it's going to help you research it for yourself because it's going to feel better. You know what I mean? Now, when it comes to getting subscribers and, you know, getting more views and all that, you know, people talk about ads and stuff. So Facebook has ads. Instagram has ads. Pretty much everybody has ads in some type of way that you can gain some type of residual income. Now, I want to give you the red pill real quick about YouTube. Let me see here. All right. So this is the video that I put out for one of the songs that I have, right? Right. This is the video. Now, this video, you know what I'm saying, I use the promotion. Now, normally when people see things, they're not going to see what I'm about to show you if you haven't already seen it for yourself right now. Right here, where it says share, there's a promote button, right? When you hit the promote button, this is what you see. What's your main goal? Targeting and budget. Video targeting and budget. So this is what most people don't tell you. That you have to be consistent enough, right? In order to, let me show you, in order to get this promote button. We've been doing this since June. I woke up one day, was being nosy on my own channel, of course, and I saw this promote button, and I didn't even really pay it any mind at first, but I was like, let me research it real quick. After I kept seeing it so many times, and when I found out how it works, I said, "Oh, damn! This the shit. This is the part where they don't tell you." You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, at this point, this is a great way as an artist or anybody trying to get a channel together to understand why consistency has its value. Right? Now, hold up. As far as for monetization being concerned, there's a way as a music artist, right, to get monetized, through DistroKid, through distribution, through music distribution. Now, you get your songs placed everywhere, right? But at the same time, because the songs are placed everywhere, you get paid for your streams, right? And YouTube is one of the people that pays you for your streams. YouTube Music is where I'm going with that. But you have a channel, right? You have a channel. So that means that, because see, these at the bottom, they get their views, right? They get their streams from the music YouTube part. But up here, this song is going to get the promotion tab put on it because it's a video, right? And because it's a video, right, it qualifies you for like YouTube partnership to get ads and things of that nature, so forth and so on. Because this is what YouTube specializes in, videos, right? So I'm just giving you all a little bit of information, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people feel like that they can't achieve certain things. And I'm like, it would be achievable if you knew how to do it. Now, just because you know how to do it doesn't mean that your content is something that somebody wants to watch.
Right.
But right now, I'm showing y'all how to get your feet wet, how to get your foot in the door, how to get started, right? Now, this is a way as an artist to deal with monetization without actually being monetized by YouTube, right? So, yeah, that's one thing you can do. You can drop videos, and I'm thinking visualizers are counting as videos as well. So if you could drop an ill visualizer and get that promote button on it, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you could do something, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's interesting. You know what I mean? A lot of people say what you can do, but they're gonna tell you little parts of the can, but give you a lot of motivational speeches. But at the same time, you got people that'll be like, I did all that. I was consistent. I had my YouTube channel for like a year, and all I've been getting is like 10 views and stuff like that. Well, had you known about that promote button, you might feel like you had a dog in the fight. You know what I mean? Shit. So yeah, I'm just saying. But we also had gotten to discussing, as far as for like the generations of hip hop and how you get paid, and basically, having money in two different ways with two different generations is crazy to me. Because my generation, we deal with getting money tax free, hand to hand, you know what I'm saying, DTC, direct to consumer style. So, radio play, stuff like that. So we know what it means to have, control over your career as an artist, actually.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Now, as far as for the new generation in the digital age,
Don't get me wrong. With the new generation,
mm-hmm,
we was talking about more hands-on with direct deposit, like, but we also was talking, and I was telling them like, yo, but if you think about it, my generation is kind of like putting on for the older generation, because now, see, a
Yeah.
lot of people like to stay in that old school mind frame. Like, well, the way I came up, it was you got your money in hand, you put your money in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
My generation is more so we don't get the money put in our hands. We get the money sent straight to a bank account.
Mm-hmm.
So, or, a card or however you have it, you know. But we put on, though, for the older generations, because now we have a lot of people older that's like, okay, well, I'm investing doing direct deposit or going about having money put into your account versus putting in pocket. Myself,
Yeah.
I'm a nigga that don't even like having money in hand on me at
Mm-hmm.
all. I
Mm-hmm.
would prefer the method of having it sent direct deposit, or if somebody wants to send me money, or if I want to send them money, that we do it through money on a card, which is that's like versus having it in hand. But
Mm-hmm.
you got the older generations that like to stick with the idea of, I don't want that technology shit in my hands. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that shit could fuck you over. Like, if something
Mm-hmm.
fails, you could lose everything. Versus me having my mentality that my money is physically being put into my hand. I have control over what I get, and what I don't have. Shit is a tax-free environment. You don't gotta worry about shit getting taken out because it's going straight to your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Versus you doing it through direct deposit or money sent to you via app, like what's the name, like Capital One or all them other banks, or
Mm-hmm.
PayPal, whatever, is more like a non-tax free, because they take their taxes out of that shit automatically. You know what I'm saying? Fees and shit like that. If you got to pay a bill, whatever the case may be, that's coming out of your shit automatically. Versus what I physically pay from my pocket.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
But once again, now think about it like this: the amount of streams that it takes you to get a certain amount of money,
mm,
right? Let's just say I sell my joint for 12 hand to hand.
right.
How many streams a person got to get $12? And it's taxable.
Mm.
You feel me? So I think
So
that's
you're not even seeing that whole $12 per se. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to take their cut out versus any cut elsewhere that needs to be taken out, and then
they're
you're
gonna tax
left
the
with
shit
what's
out of,
left.
yeah. Yeah, see what I'm saying? So it's like instead of just getting $12 for your whole shit,
Yeah.
like just right there, it's like you gotta pay this, pay that, pay this, you know what I'm saying? Then it boils that, but that's why you gotta get a certain amount of streams. That's called a threshold. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So once a person hits a threshold, then that's when they start hitting the bread. I mean getting the bread, but it's
Or
uh-huh.
if we talking music wise, for the people that buy their shares, you know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Because for the people that buy their shares, they got control of their shit now. When your shit is just floating around with a record label or whatever the case may be, they have control over, per se, what you get back. They're gonna take their cut out of that shit. They're gonna pay the middleman and blah blah blah, and then whatever is left of that, you're getting that. Versus in the music world, just using it as a example, but you got a song that's popping, or catalog of shit that's popping, you know what I mean, like that, and it gets to a certain point where it reaches a gold plaque or platinum plaque, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Those is all equivalent shit that comes to your share as a music artist, right? So if you buying your own shares per se, you have control over what has been made. Anything that's been made is now coming straight to you. It don't have to be no third parties, no none of that. It's all yours now. Just using that as an example.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. All right, so just the control aspect of it all, you know what I'm saying? Like it's more of a I know it's revolutionary and it's what do they call it, technology wise and all that, right? A new way
Yeah.
to meet more people and all this and that, you know what I'm saying? Which is cool, but I feel like there was a trade-off. Like, yeah, we're gonna make y'all global, but your art, we're gonna tax the shit out you for the art.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I mean, that's just the way I feel about like you trading in, a lot as far as for let's just say units. If you did get signed and you did have some way to distribute your CDs and tapes, because they did have that at one point in time. You know what I mean? So let's just say you sold each tape, for example, for like $5 or $10.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say if the tape went for $10, whoever sold or did the deal, but was the go between, they might have got like $1 off of each joint, or maybe like $2 off of each joint, which made you have like $3 off your own shit. You move units that way, right? To people that could like order. That means you had to package the shit up yourself though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And send it off. Or you could put your shit in stores and get consignment deals. You know what I'm saying? So it's like worst case scenario, they was going to get $3 off your shit.
Right.
So you want to sell your shit as like as much as possible, but reasonable. You know what I mean? Where it wouldn't affect your pockets and it wouldn't affect their pockets. So, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, it's like nowadays you have well, I'll say this. We had back in the day Raucous Entertainment, right? You had Land Speed. These were record labels that were literal underground record labels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the literal record label itself, moving units, but see, they weren't mainstream. Now, they had a lot of artists that potentially went mainstream because the music was just that good. But at the same time, it's like, how can I put it? They basically made them I mean, technically they were making more money than people in the mainstream, bro. Because they didn't have people, you know what I'm saying, taking money out of their pocket. You know what I mean? So, in terms of like I said, of today, you're only getting 0.003 cents, some shit like that now. So I always say just do it all. And that way you'll get money from being on land in the physical world, and you get money online. But the thing about being online with it is you just can't do one thing online. And if you do find your niche online, then what you most definitely have to do is consider marketing. Now, this is where it gets in with people as far as for like we talked about the YouTube channel and how people feel like they flopped and shit after a year because they still getting like 10, 5 views, some shit like that or whatever, right? All right, fine. Like I said, they just didn't know about that promote button, you know what I mean? So in terms of Instagram, Twitter, all that other type shit, once you know the value of what you're doing, right? You be like, oh yeah, I could do X, Y, Z, but you need expansion. Because they do these platforms do have tools for you to create content with, but the thing that I feel like the only benefit of using that is because they will promote your shit just a little bit more harder because you use their stuff. But there are other things out here that people can use for free and get good results. Like we were using StreamYard for free until I just broke down and said, "Fuck it, I'm going to pay the bread." You know, I'm going to put the money on it, right? So before then, the whole point of this whole conversation today is you can do everything for fucking free. You can control your destiny like that and still get digital cream. You can still do that.
Right.
But the crazy part about it is that would give you an understanding of what you're dealing with before you actually really fully invest with your money. That would give you some type of understanding about what you're dealing with. You can touch and feel and see, you know what I'm saying, then. But the key thing is to get that promote button on YouTube, you have to be consistent with it. And then, like I said, I woke up one day, same as you will, got on my channel and saw a promote button. Researched it. Shit, I ain't been right ever since, nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Basically, it's like you gotta build up a budget for this shit too, though. But I tell you, it don't really cost you that much, but you gotta be smart with it.
Yeah. Allow your shit, but also you gotta allow your shit to make its own progress. Like you already putting in the work or doing that as needed to get it to a certain point that where you should be or where you expect it to be goal wise. But you also got to give your shit some time to catch people's eye too. You know what I mean? Like the same goes with when you create content and a certain content that you put online. Those is the type of shit that you pay close attention to because you might be test running some shit. You might got some idea for the channel that you want to try and that you want to post for real. And then the method behind that is trying your best or going 100% to make sure that craft is materialized the right way and projected so that people can see it and be like, damn, this is some shit that I could relate to, or looking at it as entertainment and shit like that. You know what I mean? So that's why I say you gotta also give your shit a chance to catch the people's eye. Because when you first start off with shit, bro, the algorithm is not algorithming at all. Like you gotta build the people. You gotta build your audience. You know what I'm saying? And that stretches thin a long way for real. Once you know you out there enough and you put up enough content, if you're doing it day by day or if you're doing it once a week or whatever the case, once that algorithm keeps going, YouTube gonna have to be. It's like a damn memory overload. It's like, damn, well I gotta flood this shit because this is the most recommended. Or this is what people are attracted to.
That's why that like not to cut you off, but that like button is most important because it helps broadcast your channel out. That right there, that's like the icing on the cake for the algorithm. Because once the algorithm see that people are liking it, it's like, oh, for real, they really feeling this. Boom, it's gonna send it out, yo.
Because let's be honest, if we keeping it a buck, YouTube is most definitely a good way to get yourself out there. But if you think just off the rip, YouTube is just gonna be on your side and just putting your shit out there, that ain't happening. Nah.
Nope.
You got a lot of people that put up content and don't do shit. It don't do anything. It don't get no attraction. It's because you're not appealing to your audience eye. This shit boring. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta
listen, hip hop is about imagination. Just being an artist, period, you have to have an imagination. And judging by this video that you got to seeing right now for the 5th time, I have an imagination. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So
also make sure to go check that video out too, by the way, not to cut you off, but make sure you show love to that video. You'll see a lot more like it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, when I say that you can do this with no money, now don't get me wrong, things cost money. You got to have a laptop. You got to have things, right?
Straight up.
I'm gonna put it to y'all like this. I shot that bitch with an iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
I did that bitch with an iPhone. You can shoot movies with your iPhone. I could put a movie on Tubi and you would never know I shot it with an iPhone. Because technically that's the aim too. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to be doing some movies. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like the 25, oh, this is going to be, I got a documentary coming out, all that, man. Like, the power of technology is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so hyped with it because of where I fit at in the generation of where I come from, where it's like I've always been like, if I had some shit where I could do some shit, you know what I'm saying, whatever, boom, yo, I'm gonna let my mind run rampant. Guess what they did, boy? They let my mind run rampant. But like, this is the example of how do you know what I'm saying, if you really want to invest yourself inside of what you this let put it like this how you know whether you serious or not, because your goal should be to create, feel good about creating, right, knowing that it's going to bring in some positive vibes for you, you know what I'm saying, and one of the blessings in abundance would be, material gain from it. But at the same time, it's like you have to actually really apply yourself and put yourself in position to let people into a world that you have to create because it's yours. You want to express it to make it attractive because you personally feel like you have something to say about your world and how you feel about maybe the outside world. So dealing with this hip hop world, we say we live the culture every day. And that's what we do. Like, we can't really say like what other people do and all that. Can't vouch for nobody.
Right.
But I know within our circle, all we talk about is hip hop all day. All we talk about is this type shit. All we watch is this type shit. So, I don't have a problem with making this type of content because this is just natural. All that other shit to me is goofy. But outside of this, yeah, I mean, but this is our lane. You know what I mean? So I'm comfortable in the lane that we in, and we can explain like this was shot with an iPhone. This StreamYard that we using right now, we started off with the free version, and the shit that I used to create the video was the free version. But once again, find your free version and learn how to use it. You know what I'm saying? So
do research.
Yeah, research. I
Whatever
mean,
you
can't do.
Whatever is your niche, whatever you can like understand and be able to decipher and break apart and be able to take away shit from, do research on that, bro. Because they give you. There's no reason why you shouldn't be at a certain point that you want to be. Shit is given to you like freely. Like, even if you ain't got the money to do shit or whatever the case may be, there's still opportunities that support that. You know what I'm saying? But you build research from that. Whatever you use, you get that knowledge from it, and you take that motherfucker over straight up. And then later on, when the time comes, and you're like, oh, all right, I got enough to put more into it. You look at it like an investment, and from there, just only aim for straight achievement. Like, by then you already got the experience from it because you didn't already tried it out through the base shit. The only thing different is now you got new add-ons, so now you got to do more research on that.
Hey, look, I just want to say this too. When you come into this culture, the reward that you get is self-gratitude first and foremost because of your art, and you like appreciate that people like what you have brought to the table, right? Or brought to the world, right? Now, the other thing about it is when you doing this, you're going to get some type of material wealth out of it because it can take care of you in the form of businesses. You can do clothing, you can do film, you can do fucking real estate, you can do restaurants. This is what hip hop will offer you. Now, do I feel like everybody has been, you know what I'm saying, in tune with that in one way? Yeah, but you can abuse that because it's supposed to put you in a form of independence. That's why being independent is the goal. Because once you have it and you're making your own way, nobody determines the rest of your life but you. You control time, you control money. Those are the two things that we need to understand that we have to control. Money and time, or time and money, they both equate to the same thing. So,
But
yeah.
not cut you off.
Go ahead.
But another thing, people, to add on to that, another thing that people need to counter with that is not to waste of time either.
Timing is everything, yo.
The way that, look at everything that you do, bro. Everything equivalates to a time. Like,
Does.
no matter what it is, time. Like, yeah, we don't know how useful this shit is going to be for us in the long run. And we don't know how long this shit is going to be available to us freely. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are given the opportunity to take part in some shit for the free and have all the materials you need to damn near look professional while doing it, even just with basic shit. So you would want to take heed to that because time is everything. And we don't know how long shit is gonna be like this. Niggas is being generous and giving us tools early on, even if it's not 100% the best kits that you see the higher people use and shit to get them to where they are. It's still shit that could help you. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can look at it like there's a starter, there's an intermediate, and then there's a, whatever is higher than that.
Motherfucker, right.
So this shit is just like for underground niggas like us, this is basic shit for us, right? We eventually got to a point where we like, fuck it, now we got the money to just invest in it because we see us using that shit. But you also doing your research, you looking at shit, you trying to take shit apart and figure out how you can use that to utilize your shit to the best of its ability.
You know
so
what I mean?
When it comes to a certain point where people gotta realize that shit ain't gonna happen if you just sitting on the couch. You gotta get your ass up and get to it. And it may take you years, it may take you months. Shit, how it might even take longer than that. But it's like at the same time though, why wouldn't you want to get started on your business portfolio early?
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Like, take that into account. Start with shit. Like, even if you start from the bottom, just know, like, if you keep investing in your craft and shit like that, somebody got to see it.
Somebody. Shit, I'm gonna tell y'all how serious I am when I'm talking about the iPhone shit. I don't know if you can see it, but this is my man. You know what I'm saying?
Is that the 6?
No,
I look like iPhone 6.
Yeah, it might be, but it films. You know what I'm saying? It films. So it's like if I want to capture a certain aspect, or if I got a certain idea, like put it like this, you got some people that record, I think it's called 3-bit. Like they'll record in 3-bit, which is on a tape level, analog. Because they want that song to be, they want it to sound a certain way, right? So they'll do it analog. But man, put it like this. Hip hop put me in a position where I'm doing this, right? Now I know the power of it to the point where it's like the consistency value. I understand how to do the filming now. So through hip hop, I can have a film company. Through hip hop, I have a clothing company. This is all from hip hop. Because this is what hip hop told me I could do. And I'm doing it, right? Meanwhile, it's all an investment. And I always like to call it, you know what I'm saying, like a expensive hobby at the end of the day, but lucrative. So it's like you can do what you love, make an investment into it, and it will return, you know, back to you in abundance, some type of way. If you love it, it'll love you back. But if you just treating it like whatever, you might get something out of it, but it's going to wear out. It's not going to be, you know what I mean, forever. You know what I mean? So you got to love this shit, man. You got to understand that hip hop can put you in position. So it's like, why not get a clothing line? But here we go again. You have to have an imagination. I can't stress that enough. You have to have an imagination. Nobody's going to buy the clothing brand, right? If you don't have something that is appealing. And sometimes the science for the shit, it boils all the way down to colors and shit. It gets that deep with it. So film wise, man, listen, after a while, we're going to wear YouTube ass out, putting out short films and shit. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, man. Like, you have to have some type of vision and expansion for the future, because you want this stuff to be so potent that people keep coming to the channel because it's so original. You know what I mean? Or it's truthful that, you know, that's the channel to go get the truth from. Like, it's a trusted channel. Like, you could really depend on that channel for certain type of information or whatever. You know what I mean? So you want to be valuable. You want to be genuine. You don't want to just try to give people any old kind of shit just so you can get some views and all that other type shit or whatever. Like right now, what we doing is we giving you shit in real time. I just dropped that video. Matter of fact, I filmed the shit in one day, right? And then the next day, well, not the next day, because I chilled, you know what I mean? Had a day of rest. But Monday, the episode had dropped. I said, fuck it. I'm gonna put that video out. I just sat there, I put it together, and then I dropped it the same night. I was excited to do it, you know what I mean? Because technically it's like a test pilot. It's like a test run for what I want to do, and I accomplished what I want to do. I mean, if y'all dig through this channel, matter of fact, you can see the progression in, you know what I'm saying, everything that I've been doing since day one on this channel. And you can learn from what I've been doing, and you can see how I've been putting things out. And some of the watermarks are on stuff that I was using just to stay, you know what I'm saying, in the graces of the great algorithm and shit, for real. You feel me? So yeah, I mean, you gotta make sure you have an imagination, and then you gotta develop some type of business smart about your shit, because this deals with taxes, this deals with individuals getting paid, this deals with a lot of things, a lot of mechanics, a lot of moving pieces in here that, you know what I mean, once you get into it, you know, you'd be like, oh damn, I ain't know it was so. You know, if you're not like somebody that's savvy with computers and things of that nature, then you're going to have to get savvy with it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And then, like, also in the aspect of, it's just it's no excuse, bro. Like,
Yes, nothing. Get off your
shit,
ass,
literally.
yo.
Yeah,
Stop
like,
thinking
shit
that
is
you can
given
do
to
what the
you,
industry
bro.
niggas do. I mean, you can. You know
You
what
know
I'm
how
saying?
many niggas would thrive off of some shit like that, to be able to utilize shit for the free? Like, a lot of people have dreams of getting to a certain point. But you got to also understand that some of these artists and some of these content creators that you see, they were at an all-time low at one point. Even
Fuck
thought
it.
about giving up too. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, but they had to start from the bottom, and they had to do research, and they had to figure shit out too. Like, they had to understand the way the algorithm worked. They had to know, well, aside from all the videos that you put up, which video seems to get the most attraction, so that way I can keep going in that direction with the type of content that I post. Like, it's a lot of shit that go with it, but you gotta feed off what the people want. at the end of the day. Like, yeah, it's for entertainment purposes, and yeah, you doing it for a purpose too, to establish your own independence. But you also gotta, it's like a give and take for real, for real. You give
Mm-hmm.
people you give people a show or some shit to remember, they take from that. And they learn about who you are and what that type of content that you are, your backstory and shit like that. And y'all grow from that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you just got to utilize the shit that's around you, because people say they want this and want that, and the opportunity is right there in your face, but you won't take the initiative to go grab that shit.
That's the
You expect that shit to just come to you. And if you living in the real world like we are, that shit ain't happening like that. Like, you gotta.
Bruh, nobody's gonna see. This is the thing. Even though people complain about working their jobs and so forth and so on, the whole thing is a lot of people want to hop online because they feel like they don't have to work, and that's not the case. You have
Not
to
at all.
work. You know what I
Gotta
mean?
work.
You gotta work, and technically, it's going to be more intense for you to just live off that way that you think is going to be freedom, because you'll realize now you're locked into your house. Not
Mm-hmm.
unless you start traveling with your shit, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But outside of that, you're literally locked in, and you have to sit there and do content after content. You have to do the editing. It's a lot of shit you have to do. But once again,
Basically.
if this is what you love to do, you like doing that shit, it's not really going to be a problem for you. But the average person, especially if they're not really computer literate, you know what I'm saying, savvy with the phone and all that, is going to be a problem. And that's why a lot of people will drop out and just be like, man, that shit ain't real, or you can't do this, that, and the third. Like, no, you wasn't built for it. Get built for it. I know probably in a month or two, I'm probably going to look around and be like, this shit is killing me. And then back in the segment, go, you ain't built for it. And I'm like, I'm built for it. You know, okay, shit. I mean, I'm built for
Yo,
this.
but hold up though. Bro, it's simple as day though. To live the lifestyle that you claim you want to live, bro, you got to be willing to make certain sacrifices in order to get to that point. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if everything is a budget, this whole music shit is a budget with that shit. Like, you
Budget.
gotta you gotta damn near change your lifestyle to live the lifestyle that you want to live. Like, but it's a budget to everything. You feel me? Like, with change comes prosperity. You know what I mean? Like, man, that shit was hard. With change come prosperity. Hell yeah. Like,
That's a bar.
straight up
Bars.
though.
Bars.
Bars. Like, just gotta take that initiative, and it's given to you, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to learn from it and make it something more, or double that shit, as people would say. I want to make
Mm-hmm.
this amount, I want to do this and shit, and I want to double it. Well, get your ass up, double it.
Double up.
Like,
Man.
you know what
Double
I'm
up.
saying? Don't talk
Double up.
about it. Be about it. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Like,
shit. You ain't never lied. Yo, listen. People do this because they feel like they don't have to do any work. And
yeah,
when
and
you
shit don't
think
come
about
to
it,
you.
yeah, yo, like I'm gonna be transparent about, okay, so before the new format of doing music business happened, in my mind, we were reaching a certain plateau where it was like, all right, we hit this right here. Now what's the next level? And I saw the next level. So I thought I saw it because I was like, ooh, got the merch now, about to hit, you know what I'm saying? Got the CDs already and shit. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
about to get it in. Woke up the next morning. Niggas said they ain't mess with streaming no. I mean, they ain't mess with CDs no more. I was like, what the fuck? What? I'm sitting on these joints right here, like they got the album covers made, all that shit.
You want to know
And
why though? Realistically, brother. And I ain't gonna lie to you. This might be some shit for the other channel, but to be honest with you though, brother, Bluetooth is the reason. You know what I'm saying? This Bluetooth is the exact reason why people say they don't do CDs no damn more. Because if you can just connect to your shit, you can just use your phone or whatnot to connect to some shit, phone, tablet, computer, Bluetooth, whatever, and play your shit through that. Fuck, I need a CD for. But and I'll say though, that's not necessarily true. But
oh
then
no,
you gotta also differentiate the older generation is more than likely the people that want to hold on to CDs or still listen to that, or because the newer
oh
generation
yeah.
is Bluetooth. You know what I mean? Bluetooth, everything. Like,
But see, I ain't gonna
wow.
lie to you. Now, see, that's the great mistake. You know, you ever heard the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world that he didn't exist?
Sure.
Now watch this. Streaming, cloud. Put everything in the cloud. You can throw all your shit away now. Just put it in the cloud. Now, what happens when something happens with the internet? Boop, everything go down.
Everything is gone.
Now, for the people that said, let me get that CD, they can still listen to their music.
Yeah.
For the people that still got DVDs,
You
they
might as
still,
well say you just started from ground zero because you ain't
you know what I'm
nobody.
saying? Like, you still have a
Nobody.
way to survive. You know what I mean? Because you have it in physical form.
And
Never, ever, ever. Huh?
even if you put yourself out there, not to cut you off, but
Mm.
even if you establish yourself out there as like the greatest musician ever or
Mm.
hip hop artist ever, you didn't got to a point where you feel like you didn't put your footprint in. Well, everything is online. So if something happened one day, said B, everything that you ever done is gone. Like, yeah, niggas know who you are, but they don't remember what the fuck you did because that shit is gone. Straight up. So
Yo.
it's like
Mm.
everybody puts so much faith into clouds or
Mm.
files,
Mm.
right?
Yo, that
But
shit
what
crazy.
happens when you don't have access to that shit no more? Then what are you?
Y'all gotta think about that shit because I mean that's very real and very near when it comes to let's just say information security, internet security, right?
Mm.
International net security, shit like that or whatever. Because now we have hackers, you know, these militaries in other countries have a military
Let's just say
section.
personnels.
Yeah. They have hackers though that where warfare, warfare has even changed. You have
Shit.
drones, you know what I'm saying? And then once again, they can, if they get the right intel, they can shut down certain grids or attack, you know what I'm saying, your cell phone or it's just things that are just different now with the world when it comes to warfare. Back in the
Yeah.
day, drop some bombs, get hit up with a bullet, ride a tank over your house. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's the way it was back in the day. Not now. Shit, niggas will drop bombs, drive a tank over your house, hit you with the drone. You know what I'm saying? Shut your bank accounts down,
And
shut your
then
power grid down.
straight up tell you they did it. No bullshit. Like I told you I was gonna fuck your life up. Keep fucking with me.
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta say this shit. All right, so let's look at Kanye West real quick. I gotta go to Kanye West real quick in terms of independence.
Legend.
Kanye
Legend.
was billionaire, right? Billionaire,
Legendary.
legendary, billionaire. Yo said what he said. Yo checked his account. Wait a minute. Yo said, what the fuck? $400 million. Let me cut. Wait a minute. Yo got on his other phone. On the bank and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute.
Hold up, this the truth? Oh. He had to make sure he needed some more validation.
They froze what? They did what? Right? So, you know, that's what happens when you look at, once again, look at Diddy. I'm just saying, all that money, now you got nothing as far as for what you were projecting, because the majority of your projection was based on other people's money and power products.
Which is another reason why, unless that nigga has physical copy of his paper, he ain't got shit.
Yeah, I hope he buried a couple of mil, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Like, but see, that's the, once again, that's the difference in generations, because we on it like this. Independence is key. I could say what the fuck I want on my own network. I could say what I want on my own music, as far as for, you know what I'm saying, my mix CD, my mixtape, my album, shit, even streaming at this point. So to be fully independent and aware of your power as an artist is more than a necessity at this point. You have to understand your power as an artist. Like, you create it, they like it, so why not be compensated? And sometimes it's not always money, but still, like, the way that your music can affect somebody and really like help them out, brighten their day, or, you know, help them maneuver through life because of certain type of obstacles that you might have had. They share the same obstacles. Boom. Now this person is excelling. You know what I mean? That's what this shit is about, man. But, you know,
I mean, you also got to look in terms of.
But
you also got to look at it in terms of, I mean, if you go around saying you want to establish some type of dominance or show that you got your foot in the door some way, somehow, or even if you just the average motherfucker that had dreams of wanting to be this person and that person and live a certain life, well, you got the opportunity around you to make that shit come true. Like, and again, we're not saying this is some shit that happens overnight. And to the people that do get the luxury of that shit, more power to them, because that's rare. That's a rarity right there.
Hold up, wait a minute. Not to cut you off. This is also a problem because of technology too. I gotta say this, my bad, because you know what? Even though we encouraging people, I want you to be encouraged.
Oh yeah.
But just because you can do certain things don't mean you should do it either. Sometimes you gotta be a fan. You know, sometimes you gotta be a fan.
Yo, hold up. Cause no bullshit. If you know the oldest term in the book, all money ain't good money. You remember what Cat Williams told Diddy, nigga? He told that nigga, sometimes you got to tell Diddy no.
Yo, listen.
No bullshit.
Cooning like, and doing the buffooneries and shit for the dollar bill, yo. Like, no.
You know, like, yo, hell no. Sometimes you got to man the fuck up or bust the fuck up and tell them niggas no. Like, you know what I'm saying? All money is not good money, brother.
Be a fan. You know? Yeah. Now, but see, this is, I'm not stopping nobody, because like when you a fan, that means that you help the artist out as far as for keeping that community and that environment going. Once you start getting into purchasing the music, once you start getting into, you know, the actual merch and things of that nature, and it spreads, you know what I'm saying, like it's supposed to. So, you know, things community based, I understand it, and I actually really can appreciate, you know, that type of technology. But once again, you have what is called the dark web as well. So it's things on the dark web that you should not be going to deal with on the dark web, period. And try not to be on the dark web. You know what I'm saying? So, but outside of that, like I said, everything ain't for everybody. And sometimes you have to know how to be a fan. Sometimes you have to be a good listener, you know, because sometimes is what people
not
need.
even
You know
sometimes.
what I mean? Yeah.
Right. Not to cut you off. Not even sometimes, but all the time, you should want to be a fan. I look at being a fan as if, in music terms, being a fan of the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being a student of the game. Like,
I'm a fan. Shit.
Yeah, I'm a fan, straight up. Like, I wanna see how other motherfuckers got to this shit, and I wanna see the mistakes that other motherfuckers make to put them in a down position, so that I know, like, when my time comes, or when that time just comes around the corner, I know what not to do and what to do to establish myself and keep myself relevant for the many, many years to come. Because you got some people that's in the industry that had a let's just say had a song or some shit that did numbers, right? But that's one that you never hear another song that do no shit like that. Now they might be actually putting music out or whatever the case may be, but it's not hitting like that shit right there. I've seen and watched niggas get to a certain point in life and all that shit get taken from them because of one careless mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it sucks, bro, because you work your ass off day and night to get to a certain position where you could claim yourself as pivotal, and one false mistake or one move that could have been easily resolved fucked you up and put you in the biggest hole ever.
Yo, let me tell y'all something. I had a situation where I had everything mapped out. My shit was on the rise online, because a lot of these pages that y'all see that I have, these are all restarts for the most part. My shit been hacked, taken down, right? And as y'all know, I don't post like that anyway. You know what I mean? I post enough, but I don't be out there, you know what I'm saying, doing no crazy shit on social media. So I go on my Killer Fifth page on Twitter before it became X, and my shit was gone. So I hit the little tab to see why. It said that my name was violent, right? So everything that I had built on that page, the fan base, the followers, I mean, gone.
Bro, that's enough to kill a motherfucker. No bullshit.
Hold up, Instagram, same thing. Page got hacked. They was holding my shit hostage, talking about sending money on Cash App and shit. I'm like, what? I ain't gonna say what I said, right? But next thing you know, people swarmed in on it, pressured them. You know what I'm saying? That situation was resolved, but I lost the whole page though. Right? Everything that I had, I mean, when I say my numbers was up, bro, like during that time within like a short time frame, I think both of those pages was like at 1,000 or something like that or whatever, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm about to do this, that, and the third or whatever. And yeah, it's like I had to go to the clothing page and tell, you know what I mean, and build up my confidence to get another page back, which I'm doing now. But it's the restart, you know what I'm saying? So it makes you feel some type of way when you go through these things online. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's very challenging at times. But whatever. Matter of fact, I did an ad on Facebook for my website, thebaglifedynasty.wordpress.com. Yeah. Google that. But I did it. Next thing you know, things was going smooth. The third day, I get a message from them. They shut my whole damn page down. Said that I was trying to coerce people into, you know, something dealing with the website or whatever. And I didn't say anything other than when they asked, you know, what you want to write in the thing or whatever. I was just like, you know what I mean? Log on. They said basically I was trying to just do some negative strong arm shit, but I don't think it was them that really made that determination. The problem is you have a lot of bots on these platforms because there's so much going on. The internet security can't be physically done all the time. You have to have these bots to look out for all this stuff or whatever. But for the most part, it's like Spotify playlist, for example. This is the perfect example. You put yourself on a Spotify playlist and you pay for that shit through Spotify. What happens? Oh man, why my page taken away? DistroKid sent you that message. Your shit been shut down, taken off Spotify. But you went through Spotify to get on the playlist. They said you using bots, nigga. So the bots detected its own bot and said you're using bots, which is true, but that's their bots that they said you could use. Once again, you got your physical shit and your own .com even. You can't be stopped.
And I always felt like the bots that you see, most of them was just higher security. It's just on some lay low shit, just to spy on your channel to make sure it doesn't fuck with the community guidelines for them. I always felt like that though.
Yeah.
It's people all the time that's like, yeah, there's bots in the comment, blah blah blah. You got people that come in that motherfucker trying to be the police and shit, like straight up, like.
Yeah. But think about it. They police artists, but that's not their job to police artists. You're just a platform.
Yeah.
That people play my shit on, that you play my shit, they listen to my shit on your platform, right? Now, of course, they gotta have rules and regulations on platforms. Yes, this is true. But when I put money into your system and then your system tells me I'm doing wrong by using its own system, we got a problem, yo.
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable with that. Now, here we go with the underground and independence, though. Because I know everybody like, I'm on Spotify, right? Okay, fine. Okay. Well, I find that what pays me more, you know what I'm saying, is what I invest in more. So YouTube is one of those platforms that most definitely pays me more. Now, AudioMac pays me very well. Now, this is what I'll say. They have the same as the promote button on YouTube. They have on there like the AMP program. They also have what is that thing? Well, it says promote. You got a promote button on it. So you can promote music on there as well through their system, through their platform, but you're not going to have the same problem that you would with Spotify. Right? And the difference between AudioMac and all those other platforms, which, you know, they're not, you know, paying me to say none of this shit, but I got to give props what props is due. If you like, I'm going to tell y'all, just being transparent, this is a teachable moment. Had I known what I know now, as far as for distribution, all my music would have just strictly been on AudioMac. Period. Now, I wouldn't give a fuck about nothing else. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, all my music is spread throughout. Titles pay me, like Apple Music pays me, but AudioMac and YouTube, yeah. But that's where my most of my time is anyway, though, as well, right? I'm more familiar with that and more comfortable with those two. But this is the thing: they both have a way for you to promote your music without going to an outside source. That's why I find both of them valuable, because you can't say I'm doing something wrong, and what I spend on promotion is very reasonable with what they offer. So why not? You're going to have to pay somewhere along the lines, because you're going to have to invest in yourself somewhere along the lines. We told y'all earlier during this program that they have free stuff that you can use in order to function and still generate some type of residual income, just as long as you're consistent. But there will be a time where you want to get the most out of the platforms or the apps that you're using, and you're going to have to submit to some type of pay protocol. Nobody said it has to be thousands of dollars or even hundreds of dollars, but there is a way for you to get out. You know what I'm saying? A slow drip is better than no drip, and slow motion is better than no motion. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's like you can appreciate it better because you're learning the process, you're moving through, you know what I'm saying? You're seeing how things work before you pay for the shit. You know what I mean? So if you know you kicking ass on the free versions, imagine what you could do when you pay for the shit. Let's just be real with it. You know what I mean?
And it's all an investment. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep that in mind with anything that you do to promote yourself or get yourself more actively out there is an investment. You're investing in yourself. The equipment that you use to make your beats, spit your verse, you know what I'm saying, is real shit is the same. It's the same way. Like an investment.
Yo, listen. Man, I just want to get a little bit deeper. I'm gonna go a little bit past music. I just gotta put this out there for people that like to do films and shit like that or whatever. If you get a YouTube channel and you have an iPhone and you always had in your mind of creating a movie or some type of video presence or something like that, short film, I don't know. If you have the right people around you, and sometimes you don't need the people, you could just use yourself to do a lot of things as well. But I don't know if I'll share that part. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm gonna drop that jewel just yet. But this is the thing. You're sitting on a literal gold mine. If you can sit down and craft like let's just say a movie channel, but they're all movies from your area, from your position in life and things of that nature, or you just have a real good imagination, and then you hit that you get that promote button, bruh, that part, you know what I'm saying? I've seen people even run channels off of other people's shit and still get revenue because it's a continuous loop and things like that. You feel me? Because then the channel runs like 24 hours is the way they set the streaming up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can really, really do some things with a YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But you have to have the type of mind for it. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be you sharing your personal life. Me personally, I don't really believe in that. You know, but to each his own. But like I said, we do this music, this the culture. So we help expand the culture. Now we online with the culture, giving our point of view from two different generational perspectives, right? You know what I'm saying? And we showing y'all what we do, how we do it. You know what I mean? Like I said, research this channel because you can see the growth in a lot of this stuff that we do. I even go look, give even some more information and be more transparent. I started doing videos on Windows Movie Maker back in the day. Me and your pops, we was just like, we went hard and we was just doing shit and making videos and shit. And man, to see what we can do now, that's why I'm just like, yo, the free shit. If you can do free shit and learn how to do the free shit, it doesn't mean find something else when you try to milk that. It means you good with that. You really got good with it, and you like what you're doing with it. Pay for that shit. $10 a month, $10 a month. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. That's not really that much of a dent in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? $10, $20 a month. You know what I mean? Now you got some people with the big budget. They go ahead. I'll go pay $300 for the whole year, some shit like that or whatever. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? But shit. I mean, but think about it. That's something to think about. That's a place to get to. Because for that whole year, everything paid off. You just wilding out, crack. You doing what you want to do with that shit. You feel me?
Straight
But
up.
shit, you know what I mean? Like, yo, it's even free recording software like BandLab that you could use. You feel me? So, no problem, no reason. Get out here, let people know how the fuck you feel. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself some merch, start a movement. You know what I mean? Get your community together and do you. You know what I mean? Like DMX said, do you.
Should give it to you. Start doing you, nigga. Straight up.
Hell yeah. Shit, I think we can close this out. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But that felt good to get that off my chest. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that like I said, is on this channel and paying attention to the information. I don't always want to report on Diddy and Jay-Z and all that other type shit or whatever. But when we do stuff like this, this is the purpose or the real purpose of why we do what we do. Like I said, that mainstream shit anyway. You know what I mean? We underground.
Just use us. Straight up, like, use us as an example. When we first started out with this shit, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was something that we both came to each other at the end and was like, damn, what you think about this episode? Or you think this shit good enough? Blah, blah, blah. And to see the changes that was made progressively as we kept going and see where we are now from where we was then is a good feeling, because it's like it shows improvement. You know what I'm saying? Half of the shit that you see or that we did, we would not have been able to do early on. You know what I'm saying? We was put in the right direction, but we still had to put in the work on our end to get to a certain point. And now we can collectively say that the channel is at 500 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now we put it out there that the new goal is 1,000 now. That's our goal now, 1,000. And every time we reach a new height, adding 500 more to the goal count, like, no bullshit. So, we appreciate y'all for looking at these videos and giving us a reason to entertain y'all and put out videos where we share our opinion, or, you know what I'm saying, and y'all talk to us back in the comments or shit like that. We appreciate it, because
that be the lit part. That shit, I ain't gonna lie.
you know
I
what
love
I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna stop. Sometimes we say shit. That's the point of it, though. You know what I'm saying? If you feel differently, let us know. We don't have no problems with that. So it's like, it comes
Hell
with the
yeah.
territory, and we know that. And again, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us. And we just gonna continue to keep doing what we was doing. Straight up.
Yeah. Can't said it better myself. Yo, listen. We gonna rock out. I'm gonna play this video on here, right? Once again, you growing with us, right? We growing together. So when you see all this going on, you know what I mean? Understand that this is from the mud, literally from the mud. You know what I'm saying? This is we growing together. I want y'all to understand that. So our journey becomes your journey. And through our journey, hopefully, if you are doing this, that you are picking up on the jewels and the Easter eggs that we laying down and dropping and all that. You know what I mean? Hopefully, you get a positive outcome from being on this channel. You know what I mean? We want to see more independent people. You don't want to end up like Kanye. You know what I'm saying? But he bounced back. Don't get me wrong. But my whole thing is, if somebody controls your finances, then you have no power, period. Control your finances. Control your time. That's all I got to say.
Couldn't said it better myself, brother.
Got you, brother. All right, so we get ready to rock out with this real quick. And peace to everybody. All right. yeah. Go ahead and blink off like we do. Boom. Yeah. Hold up. Made with an iPhone, y'all. Made with an iPhone.
You can do it.
Yeah.
My face is on the walls of Osiris temple. Scribe rhymes on papyrus in the fifth dimension. Smoked the flower of life, had visions. A book fell from the sky. Inside, death was written. Burnt the candle, made some shit happen. Chaos magic, abracadabra, out comes the ratchet. Leave the scene in the puff of smoke. Drugs and guns tucked inside the villain's coat. Mask got me feeling like I'm in MF Doom. My fortress is on the dark side of the moon. Netaru, Nibirian, Nephilim, Elohim, alien, bloodline, Atlantean. I control the elements, earth, water, wind, fire. The sun is where I built my empire. Nightmare. Nightmare.